Both teams. And we go back to the game. Hendrick is just about ready to kick this one away.
Number 35, back to return.
And this one's a short kickoff. From the 15. Our EA Sports Coach Close-Up features two of the more meticulous coaches in the NFL. Tony Dungy prefers to operate out of a one-back set, and once the run has been established, look for him to use the play action to open things up downfield. Hand off to the tailback. 8-yard gain. Our EA Sports Coach Close-Up continues with Titans head coach Jeff Fisher, whose defensive system was instrumental in helping the Titans to the second-best defensive ranking at stopping the run last year. James. And he just gets by the first down marker. John, each team has a lot of weapons, and we expect to see a lot of scoring in this one.
Yeah, they sure do, but you need two things for a good offense. Lots of talent and smart coaches that know how to direct it. Both these teams have that.
94.
Pollard moves in motion.
We'll see.
It's the toss to the left. James didn't have much to work with on that running play.
That's because the defense did a good job anticipating the snap count. With an aggressive defense like this, a hard count could be an effective way to keep them off balance while trying to draw them offside.
Manning sets up, drops back, steps up into the pocket, looking for the deep pass down the right side, and he ducks out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
You talk about great concentration. Watch this. He's able to keep his feet in bounds and make the catch on a perfectly placed pass.
Tennessee comes out in their nickel package. To carry it. Picks up maybe 3 on that carry. They need 6. Ball on the 50-yard line. Defensive line shifting around a bit. Pressure coming. To throw. They'll bring him down at the 39-yard line. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. Tennessee comes out in their nickel package. lot of room to work with. The 30. He lost it. They're making some changes up front. James wasn't able to get anything going on that play.
They got there and shut that play down very quickly. That's just a case of studying game film this week paying off. When you know what they like to run in certain situations, you can anticipate the play call and stop the play before it even gets started.
Changing the play now. Manning sets up. Under pressure, goes with a short pass to the right side. Clears the defender, and he's knocked out of bounds. That's the 25. The first, and we're ready to start the second quarter. Third down and long coming up here. Ball on the 25-yard line. What a stiff one. Has room. He's at the 20. One first down after another.
Yeah, they've got some rhythm going here. Someone on this defense needs to make a play if they're going to keep these guys out of the end zone.
The Titans come out in a nickel package.
Hit him low.
Dropping back, closing in, surveying the field. Rolling right, throwing, incomplete. Defense lines up in the nickel. And this is the 12th play of this drive. Looking for an option. Goes to the end zone. The pass falls incomplete.
And this is an incredible play by the defender. You know, he didn't look like he would be there in time, but he jumped over the top of everyone, and he got his hand on it to knock it away.
Third and 10. Ball on the 13-yard line.
Set. It's flip.
Hand it off to the back. Pickup of about 6 yards. The Colts line up in the shotgun.
Set.
Drops back, steps up, looking for a receiver. Pass.
Watch how they get it done when the pressure's on. It's fourth down. They just call a great play, and he puts the ball right where it needs to be to pick up that first down.
First down and goal to go. Ball 1.5 yards out. And this is the 15th play of this drive. Touchdown, Colts.
Now this is exactly how to get the ball in the end zone. Just get in behind the center and guard and keep pushing and pushing until they're putting up 6 points on the board.
They'll line up for the extra point. The kick is up, and he picks on the extra point. And obviously they're happy with that drive, especially since they ended it with a touchdown.
The defense was on the field for a long time, and they just couldn't stop him. Give credit to the offense for doing such a great job of executing.
It's on its way. They're ready to go on offense for the first time. Indianapolis comes out in their nickel package.
First and 10.
Set.
Passing on first down. Pressure. Long pass over the middle. He's there for the catch. Amazing play by Mason.
You talk about making it look easy out there. He caught that, and he made it look very easy.
First and 10. They'll go from the shotgun. Throwing on first down. Hand it off. Stiff arm. Looks like the pickup of about 6 on the draw. Looks like they'll go with a hurry up here.
Cowboy. Fire out. Set.
Pressure coming. He's scrambling around. Throws it. Big opening. Right on target. Touchdown, Tennessee. He stepped up, made a terrific throw, and went for the touchdown.
That's just great communication between the quarterback and his receiver.
Anderson comes in for the extra point. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good. Hentrick will be kicking off. He sends it off. Fair catch. Penalty marker down. The return team very happy about that kickoff.
They don't have to get hit, and they get great field position.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 40. They give it to the halfback. And a fumble. The Titans recover. Great play by the defense to recover the fumble.
Yeah, they were right there to jump on the ball.
Clearly a big momentum shift could be in the making as we take a look at a possible fumble.
And they really had no choice but to challenge it because of what it could mean for both teams. I don't know. It's a tough call from seeing that angle.
So the referee agrees with the official upstairs, and this one has been overturned.
Well, it was put in to right a wrong. And right there, it was wrong. And now it's right.
Out of the shotgun.
Start the drive at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 11.
Dropping back, looking for an option. Throws it. Behind him. He has it. Manning showed his strong arm and lightning release on that throw.
That's just a display of great hands shown by that receiver. The throw was a little off the mark, but he got his fingertips on it and brought it in for the catch.
Hand it off to the back. And he'll take it out of bounds at the 40. 8-yard gain. If they're not satisfied going into halftime tied, I expect to see them throw on the upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and a deuce. Ball on the 40-yard line. James. And he barely got enough. So he works his way past the marker for a 1st down. The Colts line up in the shotgun. Looking downfield, rolls right, fires this one deep, incomplete. They're already in field goal range, and that should give them some flexibility for their 2nd down call. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line. Changing things up along the defensive front. Surveying the field. Rolls out to his left. Throwing with the catch. The 30. Manning flings that pass in there.
Now that is a great throw. The quarterback surveyed the field, found the open guy, and got the ball to him in a hurry.
And with a fresh set of downs now, they're thinking about 6 instead of 3 before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Nice adjustment. Touchdown, Colts. Indianapolis will call a timeout here. That's their 2nd. And welcome. We'll go back to the play on the field. The kicker lines up for the point after. And it's on its way, and he picks on the extra point. Well, John, these teams are very evenly matched.
This makes for a better game, I think. The strategy of the game comes into play here more.
The kickoff team lines up. And it's a short kickoff. From the 21. He shakes the defender. Runs him over. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known.
Hit him low.
McNair sees something in the defense. Tennessee will call a timeout here. They have 2 left. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 43. To the air on 1st down. Scrambling around. And he's tackled behind the line by Freeman. Tennessee calls a timeout. They have 1 remaining. Now in 2nd and long after the sack. Under pressure with the pass. The 50. McNair drills it into his receiver. Big gain, 1st down.
You got that right. That pass was thrown with some great velocity.
The Titans line up in the shotgun. Going to the air on 1st down. The throw. Good job getting there, but he couldn't bring it in for the catch.
Well, the quarterback did his job, and he delivered the ball right to him. You're going to have some explaining to do in the huddle.
2nd and 10. Let's go to Melissa.
The mood is very somber down here on the sidelines, Al. He left the field in a great deal of pain, and it appears that this injury could bring his season to an end.
Thanks, Melissa. Going deep, looking for something in the end zone. Drops the interception. It's the end of the 2nd quarter with the score. Indianapolis 14. Tennessee 7.
14. Tennessee 7.
Let's get back to the... Back to the field. Let's take a look at our halftime stats. Vanderjagt is back and ready to put this one in the air.
86. Back to return.
Short kick. He didn't get much of that one. From the 14. Breaks the tackle. And gets away. Tennessee heads out onto the field, trailing by a touchdown.
81 on the return.
The lineup with 6 defensive backs. Throws it, and he hits his target. Room to run. The 50. He's finally brought down at the 37. An incredible play.
Everyone was on the same page in that pass play. It seemed like the receiver ran out of gas.
1st and 10. McNair sets up. Changing the play now. Tosses it out to the right. There he goes. And he steps out of bounds at the 24. The running back finds his way into the open field and picks up the 1st down.
And what happened was they missed him with the blitz. And when they did that, there were no linebackers to converge. And that's how he got by the 1st down marker.
He sees something in the defense. To the air on 1st down. Looking for an option. Gets rid of it. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Titans. A nice pass, a nice catch, and it goes for the score.
That was just a solid play. That guy was not going to be denied.
The kicker lines up for the point after. The kick is up, and he picks on the extra point. A good-looking drive, and they score the touchdown. The offensive unit should be very pleased with their performance on that one.
Yeah, that was a nice job of keeping those chains moving and avoiding costly penalties. Now they've got to see if they can keep this momentum that they have established going for the remainder of this game.
From the 19. The Colts will start the drive from the 31. So they have 1st and 10 here. Only one man back. Hand it off. Stiff arm to the ground. James was stuffed on that play, John.
They're just relentless when the offense decides to run the ball. They break down blocks very quickly. They do a good job maintaining their gap assignments, limiting cutback opportunity.
The quarterback is back in the shotgun. Drops back, looking for a receiver. He's scrambling around, throwing, almost intercepted. The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down.
The intended receiver on the play.
Tennessee comes out in a dime package. Closing in, slings it to the outside. Great defense to prevent them from getting the first.
You don't run a pattern short of the 1st down on 3rd down.
Tennessee with 6 defensive backs. Dropping back, he surveys the field with the throw. Almost got it. The backs are lined up in an I. Throwing on 1st down. George. A yard, maybe 2 on the draw.
Spread the ball around and make sure the defense knows that they have to cover every receiver.
7 yards to go. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Come on, partner. Give it all you got, D. Come on. Come on, D. Up.
Shifting some personnel up front. Tosses it right. Number 31 showed he could do more than just cover on that play.
Yeah, he sure did. When you get a corner who will come out like that on run support, it makes the offensive coordinator think twice on those runs to the outside.
Steps up into the pocket, throws it. He recognizes the blitz and gets the ball out for a 1st down.
Yeah, he saw a good matchup. He made a heck of a throw to get the ball to his receiver.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 23-yard line. Calling an audible.
Bring that pain, baby.
Gets the toss to the right.
A team has to show discipline and execute properly out there. If they don't, they'll find it's much harder to overcome the other team and get a win.
After 3, it's all tied up. Indianapolis, 14. Tennessee, 14. And we'll start the 4th quarter.
This is the time to look down the field. Look for your guy to find a hole in the defense and get him the ball. Go for the long pass. See if you can beat him deep.
Dime backs in for this play.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Stay active. They got nothing. Give it all you got.
Looks like he's changing the play.
Set.
Passing on 1st down. He surveys the field with the pass. Jumps up and comes down with it. Hicks was there to make the catch for the 1st down.
He's glad he made that catch. I'm sure the quarterback will look his way again when he needs another 1st down.
It's 1st and goal.
Set.
Pressure, throws it. Incomplete. He was under intense pressure.
The play didn't work because the quarterback's timing and balance was off. When he starts to feel pressure, he gets a little nervous, and he has to get rid of the ball.
Crosses it left. He has some room. Touchdown, Tennessee. And he takes it in for the score.
I didn't think he was going to get one. The next thing you know, boom, he's in the end zone.
They'll line up for the extra point. And it's up. And he tacks on the extra point. They were set up with good field position and were able to make the most of it by getting the touchdown.
As a defense, it's a tough situation when you come out and you realize the offense doesn't have to go very far. I'm sure the next drive they'll come out and want to stop them no matter where the drive starts.
From the 13. Indianapolis heads out offensively down by 7. First and 10. Ball on their own 31. Let's go to Melissa.
The training staff said that it was a hand contusion of some kind. They don't think it's anything serious, and they expect him to return.
Thanks for that. So let's pick up the action. The Titans come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Looking downfield with the pass. Perfect throw. Slips the tackle. No problem picking up the first.
Yeah, you know, we talk about putting a ball on a guy. The quarterback put that ball on the receiver perfectly.
So they have first and 10 here. Almost at the 2-minute mark now. Goes with a short pass to the right side. They went back to the screen.
The screen pass requires that you have some quick linemen who can move wide of the tackle and set up blocks for the guy coming out of the backfield.
Looking for a receiver. Gets the pass off. And it's intercepted. He just barely got it off, and he paid for it.
Hey, the defense was sitting in the zone, watching the quarterback eye. They saw where he was looking, and he didn't see them watching, and boom, he threw it right into that zone coverage.
McNair sets up. On the call. Harper came up from the corner to make the play.
He's one of those guys who's a sure tackle. He'll move up and play physically at the line, come on a blitz, and play the run just about as well as anyone on the defense.
McNair sees something in the defense. Going to the right. He's on the run. Breaks free of the defender. George did a nice job on that run.
If the defense keeps giving up runs like that for first down, they'll have to make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
This one is just about in the books. First and 10. Ball on their own 38. Defensive adjustment.
Set.
Directing traffic. Gets the toss to the left. George couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage on running plays. Sometimes they struggle a little with their consistency, but they always seem to be a big factor when the game's on the line.
The defense changing things up.
Set. Ain't nothing. Ain't got nothing. Come on, partner.
He'll test the left side. Plows ahead. Slips the back. Look at that power. He wasn't satisfied with just picking up the first down on that carry.
And you love to see this kind of explosiveness in the second half. A run like that could mean the defense is tired. Run it up the gut and keep that clock moving. All you need to do here is run some clock. Run the football up the middle.
Play clock is running low.
Red ball. Way of game. On the offense.
That won't help.
I don't think that was part of the game plan. Pound this one up the middle with your fullback, but tell him to protect the ball.
Snake eyes. We got nothing. Get at him.
Fifth play of this drive. This one is handed off. They'll bring him down at the 45-yard line. And the clock runs out. The final score is Tennessee 21, Indianapolis 14. The former Ohio State All-America is our horse trailer player of the game.